जाऊंगा. So with that background, my topic is business in tough times. Where is my presentation? Business in tough times. I swear. तो मैं हिंदी में बात करता हूँ. हाँ, ये मैं कल जब आया यहाँ पे एंट्री करी वहाँ से, मेरे को पहले तो 2 मिनट आई वाज डिसओरिएंटेड. इतना बड़ा हॉल मैंने जिंदगी में बड़ा कभी देखा ही नहीं. आई वॉकड इन, यहाँ तक बैठा, मेरे को लगा मैं वानखेड़े स्टेडियम आ गया हूँ. वानखेड़े स्टेडियम, वहाँ पे ऊपर से तालियां बज रही हैं, यहाँ 500 पीपल. सीरियसली आई थिंक दिस इज अ ग्रेट इवेंट. इट्स अ ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर एसेट मैनेजमेंट कंपनीज लाइक माई सेल्फ टू बी आउट हियर. मेरा टॉपिक है बिजनेस इन टफ टाइम्स, और मेरा क्वेश्चन भी आपके लिए वही होगा, ये व्हाट इज टफ टाइम्स. सो व्हाट आई विल डू इज आई वांट यू टू अंडरस्टैंड ये डेफिनेशन, ये टफ क्या होता है. And I will come back to my first slide later, but think hard. ध्यान से सोचिए टफ क्या होता है. आपके ऑप्शंस हैं. फास्टेस्ट फिंगर फर्स्ट, यू हैव टू यूज योर फिंगर फर्स्ट. आपके ऑप्शंस ये 3 हैं. यू हैव टू डिसाइड कि इन तीनों में से आप क्या करेंगे. यू डोंट हैव एन ऑप्शन. तभी मैं यहां आ गया हूं बीच में. आप कौन सा ऑप्शन यूज करेंगे, यू प्लीज टेल मी. द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, ये तीनों हो चुके हैं बाय द वे. यू हैव टू चूज वन. हाँ, क्रॉसिंग द ग्रैंड, यू विल डू इट. इतनी सी पतली सी रोप है, ना आपको पकड़ा है ना नथिंग. यू विल क्रॉस इट. वेरी गुड. हु विल डू द फर्स्ट? यू विल ट्राई द सेकेंड वन. द सेकेंड वन इज क्लाइंबिंग माउंट एवरेस्ट. सर, कैन आई हैव योर नेम? Ranjan is going to climb Mount Everest. I'm going to try. He's going to try climbing Mount Everest. Just to let Ranjan know, एक नंबर अभी आता हूँ आपके पास. Ranjan is saying that he will try and climb Mount Everest. Just for everyone's FYI, climbing Mount Everest just to prepare. To prepare takes about 2 years. Okay, preparation takes 2 years because 6 months you have to decide your breathing pattern. For the gentleman who said, first one, where is he? Yes sir, आपका नाम? राजकुमार शर्मा जी जा रहे हैं आउटर स्पेस में, और वहां से छलांग मारने वाले हैं 40 किलोमीटर अबव स्पेस से. शर्मा जी, इसमें 50% चांस है कि आपकी लाइफ भी जा सकती है. राइट, जस्ट FYI अगेन. एंड टू टेल यू ऑल, when someone did this 40 kilometers above Earth, how long do you think they prepared for? 5 years. From 2005, Red Bull and a person called Alex Baumgartner have been practicing for 5 years for a 4-minute jump. So again, I will ask you hard, think hard. इन तीनों में से आप कौन सा करेंगे? This is not your cup of tea, so your option is start selling mutual funds. CT. Okay. So I actually just wanted to put this in context, ladies and gentlemen. मैं आपसे बिल्कुल ये निवेदन नहीं कर रहा हूं कि आप जाके इन तीनों में से कुछ भी करिए, बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट आवर कप ऑफ टी. दैट्स नॉट व्हाट वी आर बिल्ड फॉर. दैट्स अ कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट बॉल गेम. बट आई जस्ट ऑल्सो वांट टू टेल यू दैट म्यूचुअल फंड बेचना इतना टफ शायद नहीं है, बिकॉज हमारी जिंदगी में, और फॉर दैट मैटर आदमी की जिंदगी में और भी बहुत सही चीज टफ हो चुकी है. और इन एग्जाम्पल्स का मैं आपको, आई विल गिव यू लाइव एग्जाम्पल्स. आई विल शो यू सम ऑफ दीज थिंग्स. This has actually happened. So this has actually happened. Man has gone to the edge of space, and he has jumped from there. But the next photograph is even more interesting. It's something that you will, I will just explain this to you. On the left hand side is a fighter aircraft. The aircraft is flying at 1500 kilometers per hour. 1500 किलोमीटर प्रति घंटा की स्पीड से ये हवाई जहाज उड़ रहा है. At 1500 kilometers, it's broken the sound barrier. Okay, an aircraft, machine. On the right hand side, after jumping from outer space, man has broken sound barrier. So man has become machine. Even we don't know what our own capabilities are. That is what people have started proving. This is about the Grand Canyon. This happened 3 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. 3 months ago, see it on YouTube. He's a professional. His grandfather, my colleagues tell me, his grandfather died trying one of these things, but they continued doing it. Why I'm showing you this is because of the story behind the preparation. The story of the preparation is Grand Canyon, he has crossed about 1.5 kilometer, but if you notice, photo में ना net है और ना कोई harness है. And the length of rope की देख ही रहे हैं, what the length of the rope is, or at least the width. He cannot, there is no failure is equal to death. Failure is equal to death in this case. Now, for someone to do this, you have to try and understand what the preparation is, but even after all the preparation, something went wrong. Because he had read, इसने weather chart, map, weather, pattern, wind speed, cloud, he checked everything. But he didn't realize कि जब हवा चलेगी, उसके साथ sand भी आ जाएगी. And when the sand came on the rope, it was difficult to walk. But go on YouTube, see it. He kept cleaning the sand and walking. So even after intense preparation, things will go wrong. And that gets me to the third example of climbing Everest. आजकल वैसे एवरेस्ट क्लाइंब करना थोड़ा सा आसान हो गया है. In India itself, we've got many people now trying to climb Mount Everest. At some point in time, मेरा सिर्फ my own ambition is not to climb Everest, to reach base camp. Base camp जाने के लिए 1 साल की preparation लगती है. To reach Mount Everest is about 2 years. And these kids, Lawrence School, Sanavar, 18 साल के बच्चे हैं, they've climbed Mount Everest. Right hand side में 80 साल का जवान from Japan, he's climbed Mount Everest. That is tough. But my most favorite photograph is this. She is this lady from Saudi Arabia, जहाँ पे गाड़ी चलाना भी for ladies is a problem. In Saudi Arabia, women are not even allowed to drive cars. And what has she gone and done? This woman has gone and climbed Everest. So what she said is, ठीक है, गाड़ी नहीं चला सकती, let me go to Mount Everest. And that is inspirational. So what I'm going to do over the next 5 minutes is also show you some other photographs. And the reason why I'm not talking about performance chart and return chart, and I now want to come back to why I started with this, is because fortunately, I love to play sports. And in the last 32 years that I've been playing, there have been some lessons that I've learned from sports, which I thought it's time for me to just kind of share, and which is the background for some of these slides. So what I'll just show you the next 3-4 slides is what I've learned from sports. Who is this guy? Easily. ये पता है ना आपको? उसेन बोल्ट. ये कौन है? ना. नाम नहीं पता. ये कौन है? No name. Both are world champions. No, doesn't matter. The name doesn't matter. I'm not doing the quiz here. The name doesn't matter. The recall matters. But both are world champions. And if you notice, Usain Bolt, by the time I finish my sentence, would have crossed 100 meters. He's crossed 100 meters in this. ये बेचारा लगा हुआ है. But Usain Bolt cannot beat this guy in a 40-kilometer race, because they are built for completely different things. Both of them are world champions, and they're built for they're two different machines. Usain Bolt, जिसका नाम आपको पता है, cannot beat this guy. His name is Macau. He's from Kenya. He's world's #1 marathon runner. So in our business also, what I've learned is what I get to the table, perhaps no one else can. And what you get to the table, perhaps no one else can. But we are perhaps both world champions in our own ways. And that's the message I just want to leave behind. And my last photograph, as far as sports are concerned, before I go on to something different, is my favorite game. This is badminton. I like to play it. I'm getting better at it, but it's taken me 7-8 years to get a little competitive. This is Lindan. Lindan is the world number 1. कभी भी जब भी फ्री टाइम हो फिर भी यूट्यूब पे जाइए और इसके लिंडान के सिर्फ जस्ट सी सम गेम 5-minute clipping देखिएगा. What you will realize is that sports are now being played not at a physical level. I think they're now being played at a spiritual level. I can't believe that how can people play. अभी तो हम लोग क्रिकेट देखते हैं राहुल द्रविड़ और if you see any of these guys and their cover drives, we are very used to it. But they're all playing at a different level. Why I wanted to show you this photograph is when Lindan will hit a shot. He hits a shot. The shot will travel at 350 kilometers per hour. It's not visible, but the opponent will pick it up. And that means that they're not playing at a physical level. And that gets me to my next topic of something known as muscle memory. All of this is about intense preparation. Let me just show you some more slides. Quiz question. Is Apollos here? Apollos. You mentioned about being a pilot in the Air Force. Yes, you were in the Air Force? You were in the Air Force. My dad was a fighter pilot. I love aircrafts, and so that's my passion. I've been looking at aircrafts all my life. How many aircrafts do you see out here? 4, 1, 5, 7. It's not 1, it's not 7, it's actually 4. There are 4 aircrafts. And this is from a team called the Blue Angels. This is a US Navy aerobatics team. And they are now a classic case study of teamwork. They are the ultimate example of teamwork in the world. If you can't make out how many aircrafts there are, you know what that means? Split-second decision, and you know how close they are flying? Split-second difference. You want to see that? Are they going to bang into each other? No. They'll crisscross each other. I have a video on the Blue Angels. I think it's a 4-minute video. If you all are keen to see it, I can show it right now. You sure you want to see it? So the rule of the video is, it's a very motivating video in the sense there's music, there's all aerobatics that you would probably have never seen. But what I want you to see carefully is bits and pieces of training that goes in while they're doing their maneuvers. You want to see it? Okay. Jigar, if you can just help me with the video. It's about 4 minutes. Enjoy yourself.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. If, Up the volume.
It's true, they've become a case study at Harvard. They're the ultimate test of teamwork. They're the ultimate test of preparation, and there are only 7 guys right now. It's one of the most fascinating stories I've ever seen. I actually learned this from a case study that I was reading up at Harvard. That's how I figured it out. The last 2 slides are about the Army Rangers. Sorry, मैं थोड़ा आज फौजी टाइप बात कर रहा हूँ, but this is something that it's quite fascinating. Can you see the caption on the heading? 90% of the time, Army Rangers, Special Forces, Special forces are the most elite in any army. There's the special forces. Even in India, we have them. They're called Marcos, Marine Commandos. They spend 90% of the time preparing. Perhaps they will get 10% time for execution. Perhaps. In our world, I spend 99% of my time trying to execute and 1% for training. And that is the learning I wanted to share with all of you today, that there are so many such incredible examples from outside of what we do, which just shows that with intense preparation, intense teams, what you really get is this. So at the end of it, I just wanted to spend a couple of minutes in sharing with all of you what I have learned over sports. What I've eventually learned is become corporate athletes. Because sports are perhaps the ultimate test of human endurance. There is nothing tougher than playing. Try it out, start playing a sport, and once you start playing a sport, you'll just come to the conclusion that business is like sports. If you run your business like an ultra competitive sportsman, you would have imbibed all those things that come in it. I'm not trying to say that personally I've reached any level out there, but it's something that I've learned, and I just thought I'll share with all of you. And at the end of it, tough is actually a very positive word. It's not a negative word. I'll tell you why. If someone calls me tough, Karan is a tough guy, how can it be negative? I mean, that's not negative. Business is tough. So you have to get tougher. So the only definition of business in tough times I have realized is that we just have to work harder. As simple as that. And that's the difference between good times and tough times. Just the degree of working harder is the conclusion at least I could come to. Now, this is as far as business in tough times is concerned. If you allow me another 3-4 minutes, what I also want to share is that I love sports, I love aircrafts, but I also sell mutual funds. And on the part of mutual funds, I have 3 slides to show you. Can I? Okay. So, wo sab theek hai. As far as all the stunts are concerned, you don't have to do them. Relax, chill. This is a question I want you to answer. Selling equities in this market is tough. Selling mutual funds is not that tough. Selling equities in this market is tough. So now, what I wanted to just show you very quickly is just have a look at how the numbers are stacked up. This is category, huh? मैंने कोई fund house कुछ नहीं. This is just category 1 year and the best fund का return 1 year. This is liquid funds. Liquid funds, bond funds, gold ETF. Numbers are in front of you. What has been on the equity side? These are 1 year numbers. 1 year numbers equity क्या होंगे?